everybody. My name is Ijoma Chinelo Obasi, and for Fab Sisters News. Today I am with Mr. Biafra Dukobo. And sir, I want to ask you, how do you see the attack on Nnamdi Kanu's house and the denial by the army? How do you see it?
I think that this is very unfortunate. I think that a professional army should not allow itself to be used in the way the army is being reduced now and is being used. Naturally, the army ought not to be going around knowing that Nnamdi Kanu's house, whether they go there or they don't go there, whether they pass Nnamdi Kanu's street or not, people will interpret it differently. I think an institution that, like the army, need to be a little bit sensitive to the interpretation that will be given to the actions of the army. It's not like children, when you have a quarrel with somebody, you want to pass by the person and then you make a silly comment, then you try to sing a song or something to provoke the other person to a reply so that there'll be a fight. I think it's a precursor. What is happening? It's a precursor to a wider design, a much larger design that the government of the man I call Chief Everline Buhari has put in place to commit pogrom against Biafrans, against us. Nnamdi Kanu is not the only target. Yesterday, I was not on the net for a very long time. Around 1 a.m. when I saw the incident, because all my phones were off because I was busy working somewhere. So in order not to be distracted, I put off all my phone. I put on my phone, I got, it was just popping up. And I feel very sorry for the military people. That's one group general.
The job of the military is to keep peace.
The job of the military is not to keep internal peace. The job of the military is to protect the territorial integrity of the Nigerian state. It is the work of the police to keep internal peace, not the military. The military are not trained to deal with civilians. The military are trained to deal with their fellow military people. And there is no country, except there is a serious threat to the territorial integrity of that country, that military people are called out. That military people are called out to come out to defend the borders and frontiers of the country. Federal Medical Hospital Road, Umuahia, is not a frontier. It's not a war front. A state of emergency had not been declared in Abia State, as it is in Borno, it is in Yobe, it is in Adamawa State. So it is very wrong, it is very childish, it reduces the army to ridicule because it is turning Biafra land into Palestine, where the brute force of a group of people and people wielding stones. As far as I'm concerned, this is a precursor to commit pogrom. And I think they are going to fail this time around. This is not 1963.
Well, the military is still denying it.
The military can deny whatever they want to deny, but their supporters are on social media. We know people on the social media who are pro-Buhari the E-rats, the corrupt E-rats who are on social media. They've been writing, they've been praising the army, and the army will fail. This is what they did when he declared Operation Crocodile Smile. And when the army was going to the creeks, they were celebrating, hey, they are going to kill the job people. Oh, where are they? Let them come out.
No, sir, that happened
no, excuse me. The government, everybody, we are in their posted. But when we use their face to rub the mud, scrape the mud very well, the crocodile started weeping. And nothing happened. They started, the unfortunate Vice President Ochibajo was sent to come and placate the people so that Kuli temper will return.
Okay, sir. The destruction of the country, what is your take?
The restructuring of the country.
Yes.
And as far as I'm concerned, there is no country. There is no country to be restructured. There is no country to be restructured. Nigeria is not a country. No, listen to me. Countries grow from the people. Country originates from the people. Nigeria did not originate from me. I don't think Nigeria originated from you. Nigeria was foisted on us by one Lord Lugard and the British people, the British government, colonialists that he represents. And Nigeria has always been ruled and maintained by force of arm. And that's not how nations are built.
So you don't think that the country is better off united?
There's no country in the first place, so there's nothing to unite. There's no country in the first place because we have not agreed to be Nigerians. It is when we agree to be Nigerians, then there should be a referendum.
Okay.
Yes, Britain in the last 3 years did two referendums. One is Scottish exit, yes, which failed, and then British exit from the EU. So, if they are not afraid, if they think there's a country called Nigeria, let the UN come, the African Union come, maybe ECOWAS, as Pokshokod as ECOWAS is, let them come, and let them hold a referendum and to see whether people want to be Nigerians or they don't want to be. But for now, there's no country called Nigeria. What we have is a caricature of the country that exists.
Okay, sir. So you think Nigeria is better off divided? Biafrans, everybody goes on their own way. Is that how you see it? How do you see Nigeria in the next 5 years? Do you think there's still hope for
I don't pray that Nigeria should exist for the next 6 months. So I cannot look at Nigeria as in the next 5 years.
So that means you're a strong supporter of Nnamdi Kanu.
I am not a strong supporter of Nnamdi Kanu. I am a Biafran. Nnamdi Kanu is a Biafran. We have different platforms. Nnamdi Kanu had done more than myself in the fight in the struggle for the actualization of the independence of Biafra. That is the truth, because Radio Biafra had done far more than any other platform had done. That is the truth. But I'm not a supporter of Nnamdi Kanu because I started Biafran agitation long before Nnamdi Kanu. But, you know, there are different, first of all, they say charity begins at home. You have to first of all gather your people. My business was to gather my Ijaw people, and I did that. I was president of Ijaw Youth Council, and in the process, by the time we graduated in trying to bring all Biafrans together, Nnamdi Kanu has come up, and Nnamdi Kanu has done. He has done. He has put Biafra on the front burner of international discourse. And I feel that with that he has done more. But he's not the leader of Biafra. His platform, IPOB, has done. His platform, Radio Biafra, has done far more than any other organization.
So you believe that the Niger Delta, they are all part of Biafra?
I don't know what you call Niger Delta in the sense that it is called today. Niger Delta in the sense that it is superior to Nigeria today are 9 oil producing states. They say they are Niger Delta. But Biafra was the country that was declared in 1967 30th of May 1967. And that country, which I belong to, includes the vast majority of Ijaw people. Some other Ijaw people were in the Midwest, which was declared Republic of Benin, and before it was short-lived. Some others were in the Western region. What we have done, what I have done as an Ijaw man, is to try to bring all Ijaw people from the former Western region, from the former Midwestern region, to be together with their brothers, their kith and kin, in Biafra, so that we can be together in Biafra. I cannot, with all honesty, speak for other people. I cannot speak for the Robos, I cannot speak for the Chekri, I cannot speak for the Isokos, because they have to make their choice. Yes. They have to want to be in Biafra or not. But in all honesty, I know the work I've done among the Ijaw people and among others, but among the Ijaw people first and foremost, like I said, charity begins at home, and I have to start with my people.
Yeah, you know, people will think that because you have been to prison because of this agitation, that by now you should have been calm, you are not supporting everybody, you just be on your own. So what drives you, sir? We just want to know, what drives you?
Nigeria itself is a prison.
Nigeria is a prison?
Yes, Nigeria.
And you are not afraid of going
No,
back
Nigeria
to
is a prison. Nigeria is a bigger prison. Yes, Nigeria is a bigger prison. I've been arrested 74 times.
Wow.
I've been arrested and detained.
Times.
Yes, 74 times.
74 times.
Yes,
Wow,
I've been detained. I've been in and out of detention, not because I raped, not because I embezzled, not because I stole, not because of malfeasance of any kind, but I've been detained several times because I said I'm not a Nigerian, and this evil entity called Nigeria must be dismantled. That is why I've been in and out of court, I've been in and out of detention, I've been arrested, I've been handcuffed, I've been called names. So that is it. So what is the fear? Whether I fear or I don't fear, I will die. I'm 53. My mother was not up to that before she died. She was not even up to 40. She was not even up to 35 before she died. So why should I be afraid? Yes, every human being is susceptible to fear.
Yes.
And at times you will. But whether you're afraid or not does not change anything.
Okay, away from the agitation, let's ask him, how do you relax, sir? What are your likes and your dislikes? Because everybody has been seeing the tough side of him. Let's just know the soft side of him. It will be good to know, because everybody has this image of this hard man, tough. We want to know how you relax.
I have never been an hard person. When I was in school, I never joined fraternities or cult groups or anything. I've always been religious. I was president, Baptist Student Fellowship. I was president, Christian Student Christian Movement, SCM. I was Amir, Muslim Student Society, River State Area Union. I was chairman, Quranic Recitation Committee, River State. I was a member of the Pilgrims Board. I read a lot. I play with my children. At the time, I was living with 218 children. Now I'm living with about 60 children. Out of that 60 children, my children are about 10 out of the 60 children. 11 of my other children are somewhere else. I have 21 children. I have foster children, people that I fostered. Apart from the 218 children, I fostered my first daughter. She's working. She's an ICT expert, and she's doing very well.
We have heard so much about your school. Can you just...
Yes, my school was actually founded for those who followed me and died, their children. I wanted to give them a different type of education. And that type of education that is not obtainable.
That is their own scholarship?
Yes, their own scholarship.
Yes.
So that is why I said, at a time I was living with 218 children. And today, from almost all over West Africa, today, because of the hardship, the economic hardship, I have about 60-something children. They've not all returned. The school resumed today. So maybe tomorrow you go and see the school. The school resumed today. So about, I think, how many did they say that have returned? 30-something or so. So last time I had about 70-something. People took their WAEC, they took their terminal exams, and they left. So they left. So the ones that are remaining, okay? So that's all.
Thank you so much, sir. As you can see, he is not only an activist, he is also a humanitarian, and he owns a very big school. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes, and I like beautiful women.
Wow.
like you.